So I'm gonna play all the G's real quick. G, 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 G. So that was actually pretty simple because I'm just utilizing a few tricks. So first trick, open G string. It's gonna be the same at the 12th fret because the 12th fret's just a repeat of the nut. So all these are E, A, D, G, B, E back again. That's also where you make harmonics. Let's say we start on the first G on the 3rd fret. To get to the next G, we go over 2 strings and up 2 frets. That's called the octave trick. Let me move my microphone a little bit so you can see it. So that's 3rd to 5th fret. And since I'm playing 3 on the E string, it's going to be the same on the high E string. G, G. And now the next one's going to be over 2 and up 2. But when you get to the B string, unlike all the other strings, is tuned to a 3rd instead of a 4th. So you got to compensate an extra fret. So when crossing from the G to the B string, you go over 2 and up 3 frets. So here from the 5th fret to the 8th fret. Let me give you a little diagram to help you see that. Just that one and this one. There we go. And then the next one. So this is a really particular thing. I don't think you need a trick. I don't think. Well, actually, so if this is the E string, this is also the E string. So going from here, we're going over 2 to the A string, and then up 2 frets. Still applies. So we're on the 10th fret of the A string, and then our last G is going to be on that 12th fret. And then you just repeat. So 12 plus 3 is 15, and then over here to the 17th fret, over here to the 18th, 19th, 20th fret, and then the 21st fret on the A string. Now, how does that help you learn everything on the fretboard? Well, by knowing all the G's, you also know all the G sharps, because sharp is just 1 up, and flat is 1 down. So you go, so below 1 fret below is G flat, 1 fret above is G sharp. You just ruled out 3 notes right there. So if you go up a whole step to A, then you can do the same thing. Go over 2 frets to that A, over 2 frets to that A, go over 2 frets to this A, then over to here, A. That's same on the E string, over 2 frets here. So what you want to do is do one of those a day. Just choose a note and then play the next note the next day. I have one more thing I want to show you. Actually, I'll show you 2 more things. These are all going to be available in the description if you didn't already see them. So we're going to move that and just go G to C. So G to C is a 4th. And a 4th is just going over 1 string because the strings are tuned in 4ths, like I said. So if you know where all these G's are, you also know where all the C's are. Then over here, G, C. Then over here, G, C. G, C. G on the B string, compensate upper fret, G, C. And I show you this interval just to say you could always just play a G major scale 2 4 1 2 4 1 3 4. So G A B C D E F sharp G. That's how I did it at the beginning. If I wanted to know where a C was, but I could only remember where a G was, I go G A B C. So over this next week or so that you play, you can do the other lessons in congruency with this one. Like you can just tangentially, I mean, at the same time. No big words. Me simple man. Oh, I didn't make this smaller. These are all the natural notes. This will also be in the description, so you can just pretty much choose a note and compare it with this one. I believe I've looked at this and made sure these are all correct. But if you find anything funky, just let me know and I'll definitely fix it. Is that big enough? Let's make it a little bigger. There we go. Well, yeah, you just pick a note and you say, I want to play all the B's. Quick tip, this is going to be in the functional music theory for my 1-page music theory cheat sheet, which is probably going to be the next lesson, so to make sure you know everything you need to know about music. There's only 2 natural half steps between the B and the C and the E and F. So on the C major scale, the C is the 1. So the 3 and the 4 would be E and F. And 3s and 4s in major scales are always a half step. And then the last half step is the 7th and the 8th. So the B coming to C. So C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, C is 1 again. 7 1 sounds final. A major 7 is always going to be 1 under the root. So root 3rd, 5th, 7 1. And that's why when you go 2 4, you go 1 1 2, because you're playing that 3 4, which is a half step. 7 1. And I'm sorry I spaced out for a second there. I was literally just thinking about the next exercise or lesson, which I'm kind of excited about because it basically tells you everything you need to know for music on one page and on one page music theory cheat sheet. And you know, I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna leave you with this. This is a good amount to practice, especially if you put it to a metronome. So wait, real quick. Where's the volume? Where's the volume? G, 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 G. If you want to get it in your brain, play it with the metronome so that you're forced to not give yourself time to think. It will force you to be able to do it at a moment's notice. I missed this G. No, I played that G. Good luck and happy playing.